During a consultation with cabinet ministers and government officials earlier this week, resident coordinator to Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean, Didier Trebek, pledged to support Grenada's transformation agenda. This will be done through its implementation plans 2022-2023, geared towards promoting the acceleration of the country's sustainable development goals. This forms part of a series of meetings to discuss ongoing programs to chart the way forward for creation of new and upcoming projects. With over 14 UN agencies on island, he says, support will continue in vulnerable areas such as COVID-19 recovery, climate change, economic crisis, high cost of food, and financial restraints from international agencies and institutions.
At the United Nations, of course, we stand ready to support and amplify the transformative agenda that you have set out with your governments to promote inclusivity, people empowerment, particularly the youth, but also foster food security, holistic approach to healthcare as well, combating climate change, fostering blue economy, among many other areas, but I'm sure we'll be hearing a lot from you and your cabinet today.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell says his administration wants to leverage all efforts and opportunities to design, develop, and harmonize all projects and programs that will realize economic prosperity. The PM added that if Grenada is to achieve its sustainable development goals, government and supporting partners must address digital transformation, climate sustainable funding, and technical cooperation to boost its project implementation rate.
Digital transformation, both of government services and, in a sense, larger digital transformation throughout Grenada and by extension the OECS, particularly with a lot of the OECS regional institutions, is something that is common to both of us, and it's something that I think certainly we can work together to achieve. We recognize that, to a large extent, our continued existence, and if I dare say survival, depends on our ability to not just be climate resilient in almost all aspects of our life, but to be able to adapt. And so climate funding, and I say funding because to a large extent I think almost every aspect of what we do in Grenada is impacted by the climate. But I also accept that it's not just shouting or advocating for more funding, it's also developing our capacity to, should we get the funding, actually spend the funding. So I'm aware that many of us, including Grenada, face an implementation deficit when it comes to actually implementing funds that may be available. In some instances, actually sourcing and getting the funds.
Christelina John, GBN News.